We thought we held the story of the universe in our hands. A single sound, a bright beginning, a line drawn neatly from there to here. But the ancient wisdom has always taught that the map is never the territory. A new eye has opened, seeing through the dark. And what it sees does not just question the map. It invites us to put the map down. For out there, where we imagine the dawn of time, there are presences that should not be. Great structures of light, impossibly old, impossibly wise. The void does not answer with silence, but with a light that our stories cannot contain. Even those who devoted their lives to charting this map, men of great renown, now speak in whispers of concern. They say, if the error is not in our measurements, then the error must be in our understanding. And the first light of this new seeing may have just arrived. When this new eye opened its gaze, the storytellers expected to see the first breaths of existence, the faint whispers of a cosmos just beginning to stir after a great beginning. Instead, it found mountains, fully formed, radiant mountains of light where there should have been only seeds, blazing, ordered, impossibly serene. These were not the infants our story predicted. Their existence is not merely strange. It is a new teaching, because the story we told, the path we drew, said that mountains take time to grow, urns upon urns for dust to become stone, for stone to rise. Yet some of these were found when the universe had barely taken its first few breaths. Not enough time for the fire to cool, let alone build monuments, and the teaching becomes deeper. Most things in the cosmos are patient. They transform only a small part of themselves. This is the natural way, but these beings of light, they held nothing back. They turned all of their substance into stars, leaving no dust, no trace of their journey, only pure fire. This is not the way of building, it is the way of being. And so we must ask, are these a different kind of life? Or are they messengers from a different story altogether? One we never knew, never predicted, and cannot yet comprehend. Whatever they are, they do not obey the rules we wrote. And if they are real, as they appear to be, then the line we drew for time is broken. Either the great expanse is showing us an illusion, or we have been telling ourselves a story to fall asleep. And this new eye has just flooded the room with light. For more than a human lifetime, we have clung to a single story, a cosmos born in fire, a straight path of cooling and becoming. From simplicity to order, it was a comforting story. It gave us solid ground, but the ground is now giving way. For if these mountains of light are real, existing so close to the supposed beginning, then time itself dissolves. The story falls apart. According to the map we drew, there was not enough time, not enough substance, not enough gravity, not enough space. The map, the one our fathers taught us, says the journey began 13.8 billion years ago. A sound, then a long silence, then a slow and steady path of creation. It is a map drawn with invisible threads of dark matter, built on a foundation of a force we cannot name, that pushes everything apart. This map has been our only guide. It has been the lens through which we saw everything. But this new eye sees something that is not on the map. The beings of light it sees are not young. They are ancient, massive, filled with stars, born in a place that the map says could not and did not exist. The only way for them to be is if all of life gathered itself at once. A cosmos that does not walk but arrives. This is not a small change to the story. It is a tearing of the page. It is like seeing a tree with ancient rings growing in a field that was barren yesterday. It breaks the illusion of the straight line. And once the line is broken, everything is called into question. The age of the universe, the idea of a beginning, even the nature of time itself. Some are beginning to consider deeper truths. What if the great sound was not the first note, but a change in the song? What if there was a silence before it? An eternal ocean of stillness, a great cosmic breath, an endless cycle of in and out. In this teaching, the universe did not begin. It simply transformed. Time as we feel it, a straight river, may be a local current in a boundless ocean. And if that is the truth, then what the new eye sees may not be young life at all. They may be ancestors, echoes from a previous breath, ancient trees from a forest that has always been here. And here we touch the heart of the matter. For years, our instruments have shown us things that did not fit the map. Objects too great, too old, too far. And rather than redraw the map, the storytellers set the data aside. They called them exceptions. They waited. But how many exceptions does it take before a new pattern is revealed? Even those who have been honored for drawing the old map are beginning to sound a different tone. One of them, who helped us see that the cosmos is flying apart, said recently that if our measurements are true, then a deeper reality awaits us. We may have fundamentally misunderstood the heart of the cosmos. Perhaps what we are seeing is not a mistake. Perhaps it is the truth, finally flowing through the cracks. If that is so, we are not just correcting a map. We are preparing for a new world. Stand here, on our home. Point this new eye to the sky. What you see is not merely distant. It is ancient. Every particle of light is a traveler from a past that is gone. But in a universe that is not just expanding but accelerating, the lines between there and here, then and now, begin to blur. There is no center. There is no edge. Wherever you stand, you are the heart of it all. And from that heart, you see everything moving away, faster and faster. There is a boundary beyond which the light can never return to you. And yet, this new eye sees them. Not because the light outran the expansion, but because the very space between us has changed its nature. There is always a limit to our seeing, a bubble of the known. Beyond it lies only silence, or something we do not yet have a name for. Consider the furthest light we have seen. We are seeing a photograph from just after the Great Transformation. Today, that place is gone from us. The space between has stretched too far. Its present light is a story we will never receive. The teaching here is profound. Time and distance are not solid ground. They are flowing water. And if the universe is without end now, it was always so. The great sound was not a point. It was a transformation that happened everywhere, all at once. So when we stare into the deep, we are not just looking out. We are looking into a presence that is infinite, and perhaps into a heart that we will never fully grasp. This new eye was built to confirm the old story, to see the first flickers of light and prove the map was true. Instead, it tore the map to pieces. It did not just show us a beginning. It asked if there ever was one. What we found were not the tiny embers of a young cosmos. We found monuments, great structures of light, burning with the fire of stars born too soon, grown too fast, too whole to be real. Beings that defied the rules we had written. Timelines that crumbled before our very eyes. For the first time, we faced not just anomalies, but teachings. Evidence that our entire way of measuring, our ideas of time, space, and life might be a dream. We thought we had a map. Now we see we have not even begun to know the shorelines. These are not curiosities. They are messengers of a deeper truth. The universe does not owe us a simple story. It is not concerned with our maps, our rules, or our longing for order. What if the great sound was not the start, but a transition? What if our universe is but one turn in an endless spiral? Or more humbling still, just one ripple in an ocean far vaster than we can ever reach. We look into the vastness, seeking answers. But the deeper we look, the greater the mystery becomes. And in that darkness, something is looking back. This new eye did not just expand our sight. It revealed our blindness. It uncovered a truth long hidden behind a veil of light, that the universe is not bound by our stories. And so we stand now on the shore of a new cosmic ocean, one where the familiar dissolves, where time is not a line but a circle, where light from impossible worlds illuminates a future we had never dreamed of. And in that void, in that great silence, we begin again. If your mind is spinning, I invite you to be still. Do not let this new light fade. Share this journey with others who are also looking up, and be ready, because what is coming may not just rewrite our maps. It may rewrite what it means to be real.